Where are you at in your life right now? All right, meaning, are you successful? Are you someone that's struggling to jump over the hurdles, to knock down that barrier, to find that opportunity that you've been seeking out for so long? All right. First and foremost, nothing is going to happen without effort. Okay, you got to put forth the energy, the time to really watch things really unfold. Okay, it's not going to happen overnight. All right. For some people, I mean, you may be born with a silver spoon in your mouth, and the rest is history, right? But for most of us out here, we have to go about and be a go-getter and get out there and get it on our own. All right. Okay, and that's the purpose of going through growing pains and steps throughout life, so that we can go through a learning process. Okay, there's a curve that we must come about. All right, things that we must understand and obtain to really get us over that edge, okay, to the next step in life. And each and every one of us has to carve out a path for ourselves. All right, you have to grab hold to something that you're interested in, and more so that one thing or two things. It could be multiple things that you're really passionate about. Maybe you have a list of 10 things that you're really good at doing, and you really need to kind of narrow down, what is it that I want to grab hold to allow to for myself to become successful, and as a means of making money, okay, to provide for myself and the family, to pay the bills at the end of the day. All right, but I truly believe in life and throughout life, one of the biggest successes is being passionate about something that you truly love to do. All right, and I talk about this in many videos. When I get to talking about on a personal note, don't ever let money be the driving force to a reason why you end up doing something. Because what I found that most people generally in life, if they're chasing a dollar, okay, it's going to end up being something that they are not going to end up being happy doing in the end. Okay, money's not everything. Okay, you have to have some means of satisfaction, some means of quality of life. So don't ever just fall down the rabbit hole because somebody's enticing you with a bunch of money. Okay, trying to grab that carrot. You have to find something in life that you really love to do, and trading was it for me. And it started all 11 years ago, pretty much for me, going from not knowing much about futures to really diving deep into them and figuring out that this is what I was supposed to do. This is what I love to do, and I love to do it for one because I'm able to do it from no matter where I'm at across the world or positioned in my home, in front of my charts. I can do it from a laptop. It doesn't matter. I mean, once you have really found a knack for something throughout life and you really see that you're good at doing that, stick with that. Okay, that's probably something that you're more likely are destined to do. All right, but lots of people, they follow behind passion, what fuels them, something that they love to do, and it could simply be just a hobby. Trading, to me, to be honest with you, at this point in my life, is more of a hobby now than anything. I don't get up to chase a dollar, like a lot of people do. And most people who are doing this just to try to, they think they're going to get rich and to make money real quick, you're going to end up failing, okay? All right, because you jumped into it for all the wrong reasons, and you really probably do not understand really truly how to trade. So that's why you hear people talk about, only 5% of traders actually make it and succeed in this business. That's kind of true in a sense, all right? Because a lot of people can't weather the storm. They get into this for the wrong ideas. Yes, I understand that there are people go through hard times and they're trying to find a way out of their predicament or circumstance to be able to be at home with their loved ones, and be able to work from home. That's pretty much the golden or American dream, right? Is to be able to work from the environment of your own home, make money so that you don't have to go out here and continuously running that rat race every single day, right? Driving up and down the road. Maybe some of you guys are driving, an hour here, 2 hours there, or probably even more, putting miles on the car. You see where you're just working to pay or to fuel your vehicle, to put gas in your car. At the end of the month, you don't have much, disposable income or money left over to really spend towards anything else. You probably haven't taken a vacation and God knows when. I understand all that, But you have to also understand too that this business is not for every single person. Okay, it's just like we're not all designed to be a doctor or an attorney or an engineer. It's or a scientist. We're just not all meant to do the same things through life. Okay, but whatever it is you love to do and that you're really interested in doing, go after it full force. Okay. And this happened for me 11 years ago. I didn't, like I said, I mean, I knew what trading was, primarily just about stocks, but I didn't know all the different avenues and different markets that you could actually trade, options and Forex futures, and so many other more, so many more out there. But to me, futures was where it's at. I guess it's probably because it's something I grabbed hold to when I started learning it and was introduced to it from the beginning. I just stuck with it. I moved forward with it, and I started knocking down the barriers. Yes, there were lots of them because I went through the whole growing pains like most of you guys are going through, because you get frustrated. You get to the point to where you just want to quit, right? I understand that. I've been there. But I just had that part of me on the inside that allows me to keep pushing. And some people just, they know that they're thresh and they'll stop at a given point and they'll find something else to get into. And maybe that's just, a sign that show you that this is not for you. You're designed to do something else. You have to take interest in something else, But I will say that if you're getting into trading just for the fact of you just want to make a quick dollar, then I assure you somewhere down the road, you're going to get burnt pretty bad, okay? So you must understand that just as well. And again, like I was saying, lots of us have come from having employment, having jobs, working, tireless hours, burning the wicks on both ends. And again, you want a breather. You want to be able to find something in life to where you can work constantly from your home, make money, and be relaxed and at ease as well. Being your own boss or your own employer in a sense is the best feeling in the world. Trust me, I know. Okay. I too got tired of doing the whole rat race thing and was trying to find something else with my life to do that I would be passionate about, something that would fuel me to want to get up in the morning each and every day. And looking at these charts, it's like, how a kid plays these video games, Fortnite and Call of Duty and all these other games out here, okay? We had those things when I was younger, but these kids today are so in tune to this stuff. It's as if, they're working for these gaming companies now. And what some of these companies do allow you to take part in the build outs of their own programs. But what I'm trying to really say is that the same thing is like these kids find interest in something and they stick to it. They hold to it like, I don't know, like white on rice, if you want to say it that way, of course, like some type of glue. And that's that same type of feeling that they love to get to and play that video game with their buddies and friends and be online, that whole communication and social thing. It's the same thing here within trading. I'm able to look at my charts and it's almost like a video game to me now, because it's like I'm able to take great entries and be almost precise with my entries now, because I've been perfecting this for so long. And that's the beauty about things, is that as we start to learn something and perfect it, it's as we can almost do it in our sleep or in the back of our hand, and a lot of people probably saying, well, wow, that trading comes that easy to you. Yes, it does. And it will become easy to you too if you put in the time and effort to really want to take hold and understand the correct way to trade, okay? I don't have the holy grail, and no one does. But you have to grab hold of something that works and allow it to work for you, all right? Now, the strategy I present and I talk about and discuss here on the channel, and the strategy I use, it works for me, It may not work for the next person, because I've talked about this in a video too. The hardest thing to do is to unclutter or to undo things and to relearn something or to learn something new. People have a hard time doing that, all right? And I had to do that, okay? And I struggled with that because, like a year into my learning process or trying to become educated about trading, I was doing probably like most of you guys are doing. I was out there scouring the internet, trying to find the holy grail, okay? And allowing a bunch of mess to infest my mind in a sense. And I had to go back and wash it all away to restart again, all right? And that's when I started and told myself, I'm going back to a naked chart, nothing on it. I've got to visually be able to see this thing the correct way for me to really succeed, okay? And it took It took hundreds of hours, probably thousands, for me to really hone in on and perfect this trade. I'll say, okay, because it is a trade. That's the best thing about life, is to really perfect a trade. You're gonna have to go through life and get something on your mind if you want to move forward and be successful. Okay, you can't be stagnant. You can't be lazy. You can't just think that, oh, I'm gonna do this within a week. I'm gonna figure it out, and I'm gonna be successful the next week. Nope, that's not how it works. You may get lucky, okay? And some of you guys may have, the capital because maybe it was given to you or passed down to you. But if you don't know how to trade and you think you're just gonna take a bunch of money and get into this tomorrow and start making a bunch of money, you're probably gonna blow every dollar you got. Okay? Trust me, all right? And anybody who's watching this, who's part of this community, can attest to that. I mean, lots of you guys, I'm sure, people out there probably have gone through evaluations after evaluation after evaluation and using these, trying to get funded through these prop firms, which, when I was coming about, starting to learn a trade, that stuff didn't really exist. I didn't know anything about it, I'm just within the last year, hearing about these type programs, which they probably existed for the last several years, but I didn't take any interest in it because I've been trading with my own funds since day one. But, these prop firms are out there, and I know some of you guys are probably tiered up or partnered up. Not say partnered, but you've kind of bought into these prop firms to pass these evaluations to give you some leeway so you can be able to trade, not primarily having to use your own funds. Okay, and a lot of you probably saying, well, I'll spend $50 or $60 or $70, whatever it may be, versus having to lose $3,000 and $4,000 or $5,000. And that if you fail an evaluation, you're not taking on as much risk in a sense, right? But for me, I just simply wanted a better way in life to be able to be with my family, work in my own environment a few hours a day, make some money, okay, make some funds, make some income, and go about my day and being able to be relaxed, not have to be stressed out, okay? Not having to work all day long, then drive home and be tired. By the time I get home, you eat dinner, get showered up or spend a little bit of time with your family, and then back to doing the same thing the next day all over again. It's like it becomes monotonous to where it's like a cycle, I don't want to live my life like a cycle, okay? I know life is a cycle in general, we're born into this world and then we end up leaving this world. But at the same time, I don't want to live like that each and every day of my life while I have breath and air to breathe in my lungs. I want to be able to enjoy life as well, okay? And that's the beauty and why I really, when things started to unfold for me and I really grabbed hold of trading, I did not look back, okay? And I'm sure that's the dream of a lot of you guys out there right now. I'm here to tell you, it is 100%, it is 1,000% possible, but you're going to have to put in the effort, the time, the work. You're going to have to be patient. You're going to have to get rid of all that psychological, craziness in your mind that may be affecting you in some kind of way, that is disallowing you or preventing you from, being the type of trader that you want to be. All right. Okay. And no one can tell you how to do that as far as, help you through that other than yourself. You're going to have to dig deep in yourself and to figure things out. Okay. Each and every one of us has a little bit of something in us that has prevented us or stood in the way of us to becoming great traders. And everybody anyone who's a successful trader today can tell you, what it may be, All right. So just get your bearings in order, okay? If you really want to do this and you're starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel, take time to yourself, quiet time, and figure out what it is that may be, standing in your way. What is it that is a hurdle? What are the things that you really need to try to do away with or become better at? Write them down, pros and cons, write down everything that to this point here, you being a trader today, that you see that are the good pointers or sides to pushing you forward to wanting to perfect this thing and become even greater trader. And then write down the cons, the things that maybe stand in your way, the things that you're still suffering with, okay? And work through those things, all right? You're going to have to write it down. You can't just leave it all balled up on the inside of you and think that it's just going to mysteriously disappear tomorrow. But I'll say this, I didn't get into this just because of the money. Trust that. It was never just the money. It was the fact is I wanted more than anything, quality time. Family, quality time for myself, quality time being able to travel and do things in my own time without having to have time constraints on life. You hear me? Time constraints on life. Life's too short. You know, we have to enjoy it each day that we can, you know? And I'm not going to go sit here, I told myself, to, you know, have to work at somewhere at a desk all day long or at an office front or whatever the case is, or, you know, out in the field, wherever, whatever it may be. I didn't want to sit there and exhaust my energy in that way. I'd rather learn something and use my mind up here, use this right here, okay? We all have this. You just got to make it strong and learn, educate yourself. And once you have, then you can put this to work, okay? All right? So that's what I did. I put this to work. I told myself there are thousands of people out here that are traders. You know, some are retail traders, and then you have those that are work for the banks or institutions, whatever the case is, and we're trading. Not say against them, we want to trade with them, but you got to figure out what is it that they're doing to keep this market moving. You know, what are the patterns that they're taking. Trading is you have to be very analytical to trade. Okay, you have to be able to be first and foremost logical, have a logical mind frame, and be able to analyze and break down what you see. Once you start looking at these charts and really start to become good at trading, you're going to be able to look at the charts within 5 minutes and understand what's going on. Okay, all right. Now we don't have, like I said, the money to push and pull the markets, but we want to take the trades with the big boys, the big players in the market, and they show you their hand. All right, you just have to put in the time, the effort to really see what's going on and to take high probability setups. Most traders are always clicking, and trying to be in so many trades. Did you not know just taking one, possibly 2 trades a day is all it takes? Most times just 1 trade a day if you can get into it. All right, and you can make enough income in just one or 2 trades a day to more money that you probably make, you know, working for any other job, whatever the case is. Can you get rich doing this? Yeah, you can get rich. You can get wealthy as well. But the fact of the matter is, you got to start from somewhere, and don't think that you're going to get rich overnight. It doesn't happen like that. And don't be thinking about the almighty dollar in the end of it when it comes to things, or putting the dollar first. Is what I'm trying to say, chasing the money at first. Build character, okay, in trading, okay. All right, allow yourself to build some traits to so that you can become a great trader. All right. It's like you work hard in a profession to get that raise or to get a promotion, whatever the case is. You have to build character. You have to be able to build some characteristics and traits to be able to prove to others that you are worthy for them to promote you to the next level, right? You're going to have to do that in trading, okay? There's different layers and tiers as we move up from a beginner trader all the way up to experienced level traders that we have to overcome. And each one of those levels has a certain level of requirements that things that we must understand to get us there, okay? Leveling up, you know, it could be simply as I traded with 1 contract. Now I'm at tier 3 or 4 of my learning experience and becoming more educated. I'm comfortable now because I understand the market. I'm ready to trade with 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 contracts, you know, those type things. But all I'm trying to say is that with 11 years of experience, okay, I'm at a point in my life now that I love truly what I do. Would I take it back for anything? No, I would not, and not at all. I don't care what the job opportunity was that someone came and gave me. I love doing this because there's nothing else in the world that I could do for 2 hours a day and make the kind of money I make on a daily basis, you know, and being able to have all that additional and extra free time to do things that I love to do most that are other hobbies, okay, outside of trading. All right. So I just wanted to share that with you guys and let you know that it is extremely and truly possible. But what I like to hear is I like to hear some of you guys' stories, you know. All right. Go down in the comment section and let me know, one, like, how long have you been trading for? All right. You know, when did you start trading? When did you find that you had a passion for trading and something that you really wanted to actually do? All right. Or some of you guys in job situations, or to where you are, you know, just burnt out, Okay. Maybe some of you guys are in a state to where you're getting ready to retire or already retired, and now you want to find something else that you can do at home to make money, and because you're not like just want to put everything on the shelf. You still want to be able to dabble in different things, to kind of make money as well. We don't just want to get to the house and then sit in front of that couch for the next 20 years, right? How many of you guys are doing this part time? How many of you guys are doing this full time? So I'd like to hear from you guys just as well. So drop a comment down below. Start engaging into the videos here, and become part of the team as well if you're not a current member. Okay, you can join the Discord by finding the link down in the description portion of this video, and join us on the Discord community. We are growing by the masses on a daily. We have a good team of members that engage in the markets each and every day as we trade. There's a channel there called the Trading Floor, to where we come over, we as traders, when the U.S. session is open, we are posting images or screenshots of our trades that we take, and you can always ask those that are posting trades, hey, why'd you get into that trade, whatever the case is. As well as there's a channel that's called the general chat. Maybe someone that's interested in trying to understand and learn. Primarily, we mostly trade the indices or index futures, so maybe you're interested in trying to figure that out and have some questions. Come over and leave us a chat, or not leave us a chat, but leave us a message over in the general chat channel. So that's primarily it, though. But if you're not a current subscriber, take the time to go ahead and click on that sub button down below. Sub, okay? You don't have anything to lose, okay? This community is growing by the day. A lot of people always say that it should be growing a lot faster than it is because of the information that I'm providing, the content I'm giving away. And a lot of people have found success through the strategy that I presented. And again, I always talk about, I never started this channel to just create videos to, primarily like most content creators do, in a means of creating a channel to be able to make money or anything like that and monetize. I started this channel because the fact is I wanted to truly help people. Okay, I wanted to see others become inspired just as much as I do on a daily, to continue doing what I do, and I want to see other people become inspired to fulfill their dream as well. Okay, so if you are someone that's really truly serious about trading, and you're really inspired to become a great trader, then I would highly recommend you becoming a subscriber to the channel by clicking on the sub button. Make sure to turn on your post notifications, or all your notifications, by clicking on that bell, so that you never miss one of the uploads here in this channel. Last but not leastly, please drop a like on the video as well. I'll see you guys in the next one. If you're an elite member, I have posted a trade breakdown video, which is privately made to you guys, anybody who's a current elite member. And if you are interested in becoming an elite member to the community, it's $6.99 a month. That's basically just supporting me as a content creator with all the content that I've been pushing out, and all the valuable information that I continue to talk about and discuss. And as well, a lot of people find a lot of value in the videos that I create, because for one, I'm going over trades, I'm talking about them, I give you the understanding why I took the trades, I'm talking about in detail the strategy, which I'll never stop, because I want people to understand the strategy, so hopefully it aids them in their own personal trading. But again, if you're interested in becoming an elite member and receiving the trade breakdowns, the video playlist is where I put a list of videos together for the elite members that it provides the informative, the pertinent content that I feel kind of puts you on the fast track of understanding the strategy and how I actually trade, as well as there's tons of valuable videos that are packed with lots of content as well. That I'm a very detailed person, so I go into things in much detail, and try not to leave out anything. And try not to leave out too much, or I have too much gray area in between. So I really try to break things down so that people can understand even at the most elementary standpoint. Okay, so if you want to become an elite member, it's $6.99 a month. People ask me all the time how can they join. Simply click on the join button somewhere near the subscribe link here, or the join link somewhere near the subscribe link or button there. You'll see a link that says join, and there's just 2 tiers there. There you can click on the elite channel membership tier and invite yourself. Okay, we already have a growing community of elite members as well or already, and I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Okay, so again, I did post a trade breakdown video today for the elite members. If you know, just go in and watch that, going over my trades for the day. Okay, thank you for everyone that continues to support the channel. Thank you for everyone who watches the videos here in the channel. And again, please take the time to go ahead and click on the sub button and make sure to turn your post notifications on and give the video a thumbs up. I appreciate it, guys. See you in the next one.